Question is, are there any non-professional uses for NotebookLM? I would argue that there are more non-businessy uses for NotebookLM than there are, professional uses. Let me think. Yeah, actually I already set this up, so perfect. So I will give you the example of setting it up for your car, right, or your vehicle. So let's say whatever kind of vehicle you have, so car, truck, van, SUV, motorcycle, scooter, whatever you have, right? I set this up for, let me open this, for a 2020 Toyota Camry. I don't have a Toyota Camry, by the way. That was the first year and first car that I thought of, so I kind of ran with it. So pick whatever year and whatever vehicle you have, and set NotebookLM up with your service manual, your recommended maintenance schedule. If they have one, you can put in your past service records. You can put in the service schedule. You can put in the codes list. You can put in just a bunch of stuff. Whatever you have about your vehicle, put it into NotebookLM. And then you can go into here every period of time, so 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is, and have a quote-unquote consult with NotebookLM before you go to your mechanic or to the dealer or to wherever you take your car, and then just get an idea of what am I going to be in store for. Is it going to be just an oil change or a tune-up or a tire rotation or check the plugs or check whatever it is? But you can go through and it's like, okay, every 5,000 miles, it's an oil change and filter change, a tire rotation, and 10-point, whatever. All that's going to be in the documentation for your vehicle, and most people aren't going to go back and check that every time. So you can put it in here and then just have a quote-unquote conversation with the documents and save yourself a lot of time and be prepared when you go to talk to the mechanic. So again, I already did a lot of this, and what I did for this is I went to a Toyota site, and look at that, 2020 Camry, imagine that. And they have a bunch of downloadable manuals, and there's the owner's manual, there's a quick reference guide, this is the all-wheel drive quick reference guide, there's warranty information, etc. I downloaded all those, and I put them in here, and then there were some extra things, like I didn't have the service schedule from Toyota site, and then so I went to a different site for that, and I didn't have I put the OBD2 codes on there. That's the onboard diagnostics. Basically, when your check engine light goes off or goes on, it's usually because some code was triggered, and then you can, if you have the right hardware, you know what to do. You can plug in and get the codes and look them up. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. You probably don't want to touch this anyway, but if you do know what I'm talking about, you can put all the codes in here, and then when your check engine light comes on, you can just go in here and like, hey, what's this code mean? Upload all that stuff to here, and then what I recommend you can do is you can make a note and then put templates for your chats. So what I have on here is, based on my recommended maintenance schedule and the work that I've already had done, what things should I talk to my mechanic about when I take the vehicle in for its whatever mileage service? And then you're just going to replace mileage with the number that you're at. So if you're at 60,000 miles, and put in 60,000 mile service. And then take this and copy it and paste it into the chat, and then it's going to go through the sources that you have and then give you, it's like, oh, it's 60,000. That's a major interval, and they're going to do all these things, and it's going to be whatever. But you can go into that conversation with your mechanic way more informed. And then I also have in here another note with, they're not the actual service receipts, but this is just a capturing the information that would be on the service receipts. I don't like scanning in the actual service receipts. There's a lot of information that I don't necessarily want to put in here. And I don't really think you need it. It's like if you have the date and then you have whatever work was done on that date, that's really all that NotebookLM needs to answer your question. So just, again, this is just kind of a template. So put in the date, put in whichever things are relevant. I think the mileage usually matters. And then keep that in here. Just keep kind of running tally. And then before you come in each time to chat with it, you can turn this note and just click on the ellipsis over here and then convert it to source. And then it'll show up over here and then just make sure it's checked, and then it'll consider all of your service receipts each time. You'll have to actually go back and convert it to a source each time because these are all just basically snapshots, so they don't dynamically update. But this is a really useful thing, a really useful way to use NotebookLM, because you usually aren't gonna go through, your car manuals are hundreds of pages, and all this is a multimedia guide it's like the infotainment system and the DVD player, and there's all kinds of just stuff, and there's in a lot of cases thousands of pages of documentation that you're not gonna read, but this can read it for you. So I think this is a really good use of NotebookLM and its ability to read and summarize and just kind of pull information out. And just to kind of give you an example, like let's say the check engine light came on and you're going to take it to the mechanic, but you were able to look up stuff and you have a code and it was, I don't know, I think P1200. So you have the right hardware and you got the code, but you weren't able to actually see what the code was. So you can come in here and say, what's P1200 code? And again, if you don't know what this is, you can ignore it. It's really just if you have something, maybe there was a light that came on your dash or something, that you can now just ask NotebookLM instead of going through all of your documentation that you might not even know where it is. And so there. P1200 code is blah, blah, blah. It's a fuel pump relay circuit malfunction. Okay, perfect. So now when you go to the mechanic, now you know, like, hey, either go in with this information, like, hey, can you check the fuel pump relay circuit, or just go in and let them assess and see what they come back with. Like, oh no, everything's fine. It's like, well, you know that it threw this code, and it's like, well, wait a minute, now you can just kind of you can start that conversation. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else in here. I mean, you can do a bunch of other stuff if you really want to get into things with your car. You can create an audio overview or video overview about specific things and learn about the systems and all the things. I feel like most people don't really do that, but you can. But I think that doing this for like a different notebook for each vehicle can be really useful. Again, usually, at least from major manufacturers, they'll have these documents on their websites. You can download them. If not, you can contact wherever you bought the car from and ask them where they have it for you to get. Or there are some third-party sites that have it, but again, the major manufacturers usually have these documents, and just upload them as sources. And I recommend putting in just chat templates in here, just things that you would normally ask. You don't have to do that. And I mean, if you don't know how to make a note, you just literally go down here and click on add note, and then you just put in the title and then just type in whatever you want. And then I recommend just doing a running tally of your service receipts, just so that NotebookLM has more information when you actually ask it a question. And yeah, I mean, give that a try. Again, I think it's really useful. And if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you next time.